In the upcoming Singapore presidential election scheduled for September 1st, Tharman Shanmugaratnam, who is of Indian heritage, is currently in the lead. He is confident about the fact that this time the people of Singapore will elect a president who does not have a Chinese background. He strongly feels that the voters of Singapore are considering his qualifications rather than his ethnicity. Shanmugaratnam faces competition from two candidates of Chinese descent. They are NG Kok Song. NG is pronounced as Ang Kok Song, and Tan Kin Lian. You need to understand that his statement is very important because if you look at the demography of Singapore, 9% of the population has Indian roots, while a substantial 74% of the residents are of Chinese origin. As per media reports, it is being said that Shanmugaratnam is leading ahead of other candidates in the presidential race. The presidential candidate NG Kok Song states that he is contesting the election to prevent it from being uncontested. So basically he is doing it for formality. On the other hand, Tan Kin Lian had previously contested the election in 2011 and secured the 4th position. If Tharman wins the election, he will become the 3rd president of Indian descent in Singapore. Devan Nair, who was elected to parliament in 1981, served as the president. Then S.R. Nathan held the presidential office for 11 years from 1999 to 2011. Let me also tell you a few things about Tharman Shanmugaratnam. He was born on February 25, 1957 in Singapore. His grandparents had settled in Singapore after migrating from Tamil Nadu. If you look at the Indian population in Singapore, Tamils form a large percentage of Singapore's population. I wouldn't say they all are recent migration from Tamil Nadu. Many Tamils in Singapore have been living in the country for generations. Tharman Shanmugaratnam is an economist who studied at Cambridge University. Shanmugaratnam is a prominent policymaker in Singapore. He is known for his candid discussions on global forums, where he speaks openly about the policies of countries like Singapore and India. He is also pretty vocal about China and United States' global position, and he has said they both need to shed their arrogance and recognize the importance of developing nations. Now, an interesting observation today is that across the globe, 7 nations have a Prime Minister or President with Indian ancestry. Prime Minister of the United Kingdom is Rishi Sunak. President of Mauritius is Prithviraj Singh Rupan. Even the Prime Minister of Mauritius is of Indian heritage. Then President of Guyana is Mohammad Irfan Ali. President of Suriname is Chandrika Prasad Santokhi. And then President of Seychelles is Wavel Ramakalawan. And the current President of Singapore, Halima Yaqub. Apart from these people, there are at least 1.4 million people of Indian origin serving in governments or politics of 53 countries around the world. The United States government has the highest number of people of Indian origin, with over 500 of them, followed by Canada with over 200. Now, this increase in the number of Indian origin people serving in the government of 53 countries reflects a couple of factors, including the increasing global mobility of Indians, the high educational attainment of Indians, and the growing recognition of the skills and talents of Indian professionals. So let's see whether or not the next president of Singapore is going to be of Indian origin.